We're back for more of UNCW Sports Extra. In the spring of 2010, UNCW and the Country Club of Landfall will team up to host the NCAA Division I Women's Golf Championships on the challenging Pete Dye course at Landfall. Matt Harris gives us an early preview of what it promises to be a spectacular event.
Next spring, when azaleas are blooming and nature makes its wake-up call, the eyes of the college golf world will center on the Cape Fear region. UNCW, the City of Wilmington, and the Country Club of Landfall will serve as hosts for the 2010 NCAA Women's Golf Championships. After hosting a fall preview tournament, UNCW and Landfall will conduct the 2010 championship on the challenging Pete Dye course. 24 teams and 6 individuals will converge on Wilmington in the 72-hole event that will determine the best women's golf team in the land.
To have the NCAA Women's Golf Championships held here in Wilmington with UNCW and Landfall partnering to host means so much for the program. It gives us an opportunity to showcase golf in this area and an opportunity to showcase our women's program. And we're hopeful that our teams can compete in that championship that year. No pressure on Cindy or the team, but many of our young women will be seniors that year and will have a great shot, a great opportunity to compete. But nonetheless, it will be by far the best golf that we've seen in Wilmington in a long while. And we're just fortunate to be a part of that and excited as an institution. Since day one, on my arrival, the partnership between UNCW and Landfall has been extraordinary. And that relationship goes back years. The people at Landfall have hosted the Landfall tradition that benefits both our men's and women's golf programs, and just that community in and of itself. They have reached out and they've been great neighbors, and we're so blessed to have a partnership of that magnitude.
We're extremely excited to have the championship again after hosting it back in 1995. UNCW and the Country Club of Landfall really set the bar extremely high for all the other teams to follow, all the other schools and championships after that. So I'm very confident that we will again put on a wonderful show. So it's going to be a great opportunity for our team to play against those types of teams in October, and then we're going to have to play our way in come May.
Yeah, we were really excited to get that news, and we've been following it for actually several months, waiting on the answer to come forward. And in fact, Tim Meeker, who's one of the guys on our planning committee, called me in the morning, the Thursday morning that the news was announced, and said, we might get some news. And I said, well, we're having a board meeting this afternoon, so if you get that news, come into the board meeting. We'll make a little space for you, and you can announce it to the entire board hot off the press. And we got a lot of volunteers. We have a great, well-organized committee. People sort of know their role. They've fallen into niches to cover all the things that need to be covered. We draw from the community of Landfall, but also from golf lovers throughout the Wilmington area. And I'm sure we'll have several hundred volunteers working hard to make this event a success.
UNCW junior golf standout Ashley Tate says it will be the opportunity of a lifetime for the Seahawks to compete against the nation's best in the preview event and possibly qualify for the finals.
The whole team is really excited that we get the honor to host the championship. I mean, I never really saw it coming, and obviously when I was recruited here, that was not in the future. And so when Coach got the news, and she was ecstatic, and so was I. So the preview is just going to be great because we get to see all the good teams that we usually don't get to play against that often, especially from the West Coast. So that's going to be exciting. And then it's just going to give us a look at what Nationals is really going to be like. That's every team's goal.
You can be a part of this great event as a volunteer. Stay tuned for details in the near future.